Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, January 31st at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 5 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 38 degrees with a high of 44 and a low of 33. Not too bad. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, conversation, off-key songs once in a while. Oh, welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will see this broadcast after the fact when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So we've got 2 images. I always work on 2. The first one is our gnome wedding couple. This is a freebie that I give away in my group in Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. I encourage you to get a hold of it, and that way you can copy it with me. And I always encourage you to pace me. It's meant as a one-on-one teaching tool. All right. So that's the first piece that we're working on. This is from my book, Valentine Gnomes Jubilee. And then the second image that we got is the girl with the braid, Maya Silvercat. She gave this to the group as a freebie. So of course I gave it to you guys, and we've been coloring that one together as well. Janet, I went ahead and sent it to you through Facebook. So you have it. Alrighty. Hello, Janet and Dorothy and Julie, Mamie, da 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 da, Mamie. Hi, Linda, the 3 amigos. Linda, Michelle, Wally. All right, Julie. Oh, your book came today. Good. All right. Good to see everybody. All right, so as I mentioned, this is a duet piece. You've all got it or should have it. Let's go ahead and continue with this. All right. And I would like to do a shout out to everybody who's purchased my book. Thank you so much, and you'll enjoy it. It's a goodie. Hello, kitty. Dorothy, you get your book tomorrow. Okay. All right, Janet, you're getting it printed. Excellent. So I hope everybody's having a decent day. Janet, what I would suggest to you is that you start it tonight where I'm starting, which will be on the blouse. And then you can go back and watch the other playbacks. All right, hold on. Got to adjust something here. Okay, let's play with some flowers and hearts. So let me go ahead and swatch the color that I'm using. It's an orange. Not too dark, not too light. Let me go ahead and get a little closer. Miss Kitty, how are you doing today? Ooh, that's close up. Let me back up. All right. Hello, Belle. You guys are all telling me that you enjoyed the chimes, so I put them up again. All right, Kitty, you're journaling. Good. So I'm going to start out on this bottom flower here. Now notice how when I color, I splay out the pencil. Linda, you're sorting pencils? Yeah, not all people color when they come in. They like to just come in for the company, which is fine. We enjoy your company. I enjoy your company. Now, notice on this side there's a little gap, so don't color that in. Be sure you pay close attention to your grayscale. Oh yeah, I saw that video, Belle. Now we've got some white speckles here on this flower. So of course we need to miss that. Take your time. Don't come in like a pile driver. Okay, then I'm going to take a very light gray. Belle, why don't you explain what Fur Kids is? All right, then I'm going to take a very light gray. I'm going to go a little darker. That's a little too light. And I'm just going to tint the inside of the flower. Don't tint the very outside. That needs to stay white. And notice how I'm blending and smoothing out that orange. So smooth out that edge, smooth out the connection between the orange and the gray, but don't go out all the way to the edge. And what you're going to notice is that's going to create a really nice and pretty white outline on the flower. Hey, Sandy. Okay. And let's see, my gray just died. Let's go to a different one. Sandy, I'll show you just as soon as I find my replacement gray. Oh, let's see what we got here. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Okay, Sandy, we're using this orange and this gray. Okay. Now, again, don't take your gray out all the way. You want to leave that light rim. And then we'll finish up our gray on this last little petal. Again, don't take it all the way out to the edge. So next time you're doing flowers, use this method of not taking your colors all the way out to the edge. It makes for a really cute looking flower. Okay. Now back to our orange. I'm going to color up the center of this next flower. And then I'm going to come back with the gray. Oh, I got to do something again here. Hold on. And then I'm going to come back with the gray, and I'm going to do the same thing on this flower that I did on the previous one, in that I'm going to leave that edge open. Check it out. Now, this is probably a little bit different than what you're normally used to in coloring flowers. But notice how when I'm putting in that gray, it really makes these flowers stand out. And then I'm going to come in with a slightly darker gray. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let me find what I want. Looking for love in all the wrong places. There we go. Found it. So now I'm going to use a slightly darker gray. And I'm going to use that near the bottom of the flower. I'm going to go with a slightly darker gray yet because it's not showing up the way I want. There we go. And be sure that you blend your grays together. Hey, Belle, does that store that you went to, do they have a website? Okay, now check out how I'm shading with the gray just a little bit on this left-hand side. And over here as well. go ahead and post that website here in the group. And when you post it, just explain what it is so that anybody else coming in will understand. Okay, see how I'm adding the shading here on the side and the bottom? Notice how I'm just teasing in the colors? Notice how I'm coming up the edge just a little bit? And then we'll blend all of that in. How pretty is that? So Belle, explain what that website is. And that way anybody looking at the chat will know. Just tell everybody it's a thrift store, that the sales support rescue dogs and cats. Okay, any questions? About how I'm shading that flower. So we have this light flower that has the grays with a little bit of orange in it. Okay, then I'm going to pop down to these little leaves right here. Same type of thing, and see what that's doing. Is that it's making these flowers look like they're shades of white. So here's our darker gray at the bottom. And then our lighter gray. Oh, that's perfect, Belle. Okay, let's continue to the next petal. We'll have our darker gray. And then our lighter gray. And don't quite go out to the end over here either. Notice how I'm rounding that. Trust me, this will make sense in a few minutes. Here's our teeny tiny petal. I'm just going to add dark gray at the darker gray at the bottom. And then we'll move over to this last one here, our darker gray at the bottom. Our lighter gray. And I'm going to round that gray so that we have that rounded tip on the petal. Okay. Now, let's make sense of all this. This is where we bring in our darker orange. This is the same orange that I put in the middle of the flower. So we're at the bottom and the top here. And then I'm going to come in with a lighter orange. And we'll blend this together. And yes, if you would do me a huge favor and hit the like button on this broadcast, that's very important to me. I know a number of you, when you first come in, you just hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Oh. Okay, let's play with some of these flowers here. Now it's a little bit hard to see, but we've got a rose right here. So we're going to use our light and our dark oranges. It's really medium and light. Now I'm going to pop in a little bit of green here. I think it needs it. Is I'm just going to put in a little bit of green at this base. Boop. Okay, and now we'll go back with our orange. Hold on a second, I'm just adjusting a couple things on my desk. Hold on, let me get back to it. Julie, let me pull. Oh, hi, Julie. Let me pull out. I'm working right here on the right-hand side. And I've got my darker orange. You're welcome, Julie. And then we'll go with our lighter orange. And blend that in. And then I'm going to come down into this area right here. This is our other rose. Darker orange in the center. And then our lighter orange. In our remaining areas. And on this rose, I'm pulling the orange all the way out to the edges. I'm not leaving that little curvature area. And notice how I'm using my lighter orange to blend. Check it out. Isn't that pretty? Now, as I've mentioned to you before, grayscale is a process. And you may not be able to see let me rephrase. You may not be able to understand the full impact of what you're doing, but as you're going along and doing these pieces, it's going to become apparent how the whole thing goes together. Now, when you color something, you have a general vision of what you want to do, but you also need to be flexible just in case that vision changes. Belle's having hot chocolate with lots of marshmallows. Oh, I've got my water. Okay, let me pull out. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's go to our next rose here. We'll go with our dark orange first. Or darker orange, I should say. And of course, following the grayscale, notice how I'm scooting around my edges. And that's leaving this lighter area, which is giving a really neat outline of the rose. Yeah, now everybody's going to want hot chocolate. And now I'll come in with my lighter orange. Alright, got a hand sharpen that. Do I have a sound machine? No. I have an actual wind chime. It's a miniature. And I have it hung up next to me. And I have a small fan that I use for circulation. And I have it blowing on the chime. So you're hearing the real thing. Now I'm going to tone down this orange just a little bit. And if you want to, you can go ahead and get a slightly brighter orange. And go over your light spots. Up to you. And this is how it'll look. I'm actually even going to go back to my little bulb. We'll brighten that up a little bit. Do you want hot chocolate with lots of marshmallows? Sending one. Well, thank you, Belle. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, now this is our flower that we did in the whites and grays. Let me pull out. So now I'm going to come up here and do my oranges as well. Now, actually, let me change something. I'm going to go back down here to my little, let me pull out so I can get you acclimated here. See these little orange balls, or these little balls right here? We're going to go ahead and color those up. So let me go to the left. And I'm going to start way to the left of the heart here. And we'll start getting these little hangy things. Now, I'll bet you didn't know that that is an actual coloring term. Ooh, Oreos. Mamie's gonna send me Oreos. Yeah, I'll take Oreos. So Belle's got hot chocolate for me. Mamie's got Oreos. Happy tummy. Okay, now see how I'm leaving that white area open? That's our little shine spot. Okay. There's my darker orange. Peanut butter ones are the best. Oh yeah. And then we're going to dance around this little highlight spot with our lighter orange. Boom. Now I'm going to go to, let me close that off so I have two separate white spots. There we go. Oh, chocolate mint. I'm going to go to the right of the heart. It'll be our left. And we've got two little doohickeys here. So we'll introduce our darker orange. And then our lighter orange. All right, let's get unblurred here. Anybody having any problem? Now, if you're new to my broadcast, people, This image is available for free. I always do a duet and I give it out to you. And that way we can color it together. Okay, now I'm at the bottom of the heart. Now, even though that looks like the lighter orange, I'm still going to add a little bit of my darker orange on here. To give it that color mix. And then I'm blending it with my medium pencil here, or my lighter pencil. Everybody with me on this? Same thing with this little doohickey. We'll get a little bit of that darker on the outside. And then we'll come in with our lighter orange. Take your time. Be very picky. Now I'm going to move up a little here, and I'm going to take my lighter orange. And color in my stems. I've got a stem up here to the upper left here. Now that little ball won't go floating away. That vanilla ice cream sounds like a good idea. Okay, so let's move down here. I'm to the left of that center flower. We have our darker orange. And then we'll come in with our lighter. Now notice that I'm leaving this white area up here as part of our shine. Shine on, harvest moon. And then I'm going to move down to the ball that is right in the center of the veil. So here's our darker color. Shine on, harvest moon. Janet, you doing okay? You guys are awfully quiet tonight. But ILene, we're coloring. Julie, you doing okay? Yep. All right. All right, let's keep going here. There's the total image. Janet, what's your daughter's name? Listening to me sing. Okay, let's keep going here. Janet, what's your daughter's name so I can say hi? Oh, Linda. Hi, Linda. Oh, no, Leisha. Excuse me. Leisha. And she's starting crafts, but not sure if she wants what media. Gotcha. Sorry, Leisha, I mispronounced. I read Linda. All right, let's look how pretty this headpiece is coming out. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we've got our darker orange. Now we're going to come in with our lighter orange. Notice how I'm leaving the area to the right uncolored for that highlight. Just be sure you get your colors blended. Shine on, harvest moon. Well, Leisha, maybe you could get involved in adult coloring with us. All right, so let's move up here. To the right where the rose is. We're going to put in our dark color again, or darker color. Hey, Kathy. All right, let's blend that orange up. I'm just going to do a little erasing. Oh, Janet, you're welcome. Leisha, you should start adult coloring with us. Leisha, just out of curiosity, you have to get an eraser. Just out of curiosity, how old are you? Okay, so we've got these little balls here. They're floating around. So we need to add a little splotch of orange on that. So I'm starting out with the dark. Now, the whole reason, she's a 5-year-old with autism, so she doesn't have a lot of time. Oh, she was born in 1990. Gotcha. Well, Leisha, I hope that you're enjoying the pretty pictures. Okay, and then we're going to take a very thin line. You're going to have to draw this in. Oh, she said she can't believe how many colors you got out for the flowers. But Leisha, that's what makes it so pretty. Okay, darker color now on our little ball up here. The darker of the two oranges. Don't obliterate your highlight spot, which is up at the top, about the 11 o'clock position. Don't forget your blending, 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 rawhide. And then I'm going to come up to the top where we've got our puff. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea. Our darker of our two oranges on the little globes that are there. Let me zoom in. And then our lighter orange. Again, don't obliterate your highlight point spot, but blend up those oranges. Oh yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon was a cool song. I got to see Peter, Paul, and Mary in concert one time. That was pretty nifty. Okay, now our darker orange here. On our bigger flower. And then our lighter orange. And again, don't obliterate your shine spots. And what I'll do, or what I like to do, is I'll circle my shine spot and then color around that. Okay, Linda, thank you. All right. Oh, Linda, that was quick. All right, let's go into our next little ball here. Our darker color near the bottom. And then our lighter area with a couple of little white specks. Keep those white specks intact. Oh, Kathy, that's great. How many total coloring books did you get? I know you got some Hannah Lynn's, you got some of mine. Did you end up getting the 3 gnome books? No, it was 2 gnome books that you were deciding about. Okay, there's our darker orange. And then our lighter orange with our little shine spot on there. If anybody's having any issues, speak up. Okay, now I'm at the top here. What is that Karen Carpenter song? I'm at the top of the world looking down on creation. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Okay, there's our darker orange. And then we have our lighter orange. We're going to back blend that. What does that mean? That we're going to blend that edge until it disappears. You were going to order the Valentine's gnomes, but I'm not sure if I did. John was helping you with the gift card. Now, that doesn't call for a shine spot, but I'm going to leave one. Oh, this headpiece is just turning out beautifully. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation. Da, 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 da. Oh, another. Oh, and you think you ordered one of the Halloween books? All right. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe means the answer is no. Oh, see, that'll teach you for me feeling so good tonight. Okay, now, see this little light spot right here? We're going to leave that as well. I'll tell you, I've lost my marbles and they're rolling away. Oh, dang, that looks pretty. Okay, let's pull out. Let's pull out. So what do you guys think of that? Ain't that pretty? Okay, so the big thing that I want you to notice Oh, you think you purchased 8 of my books? Oh, Kathy. Along with Molly Harrison, Hannah Lynn, Jane Madej, and your electric pencil eraser. Ooh. Oh my gosh, thank you. So what I want you to notice is these 3 flowers right here are done in shades of gray, okay, which makes them look like they're white-ish, right? So pay attention to how I did that, and you can see how I left that outer rim uncolored with my pencils. And I forgot to do the very center of that one flower. So take note of this, guys. Don't underestimate your grays. Okay, let's get the center of that flower. Otherwise, Brittany will come in and say, you forgot to do that. Which, by the way, I don't mind at all. Don't get me wrong. Oh, Kathy, you're welcome. I'm very appreciative that you got the affiliate for all those books. That will really help the group. Okay, let's get this unblurred here. Come to mama. There we go. So we've got our dark. Then we'll put in our lighter orange. And again, leave those little white dots if you can. There's 2 of them there. And just get around those. All right, we got it. All right. Oh, Kathy, it's not my group, it's our group. But yes, thank you for contributing. Guys, I can do a lot with what when you buy through me, through affiliate. And also, please consider PDFs. If you're going to copy your books anyway, why not just get PDFs? Okay, let's do our puffy. I'm going to run a little late getting on the next project, but that's okay. I'm on a roll. So you got Amazon gift cards at Christmas and 2 gift cards from work. Oh, that's phenomenal. Okay. So the puffy is going to be the same color as our hat, right? So we're going to take our darker color and we're going to take our time. Kathy, how's work going for you? For that matter, how's work going for John? Okay, now notice that I'm not slamming my color down here. You put your colors on your paper like you're coloring on a baby's behind. And the reason that you do that is you want to leave yourself the option of going back and tinting a little more.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, Siri, but thank you.
Okay.
Okay, everybody with me on this. So here's our darker of our grayscale, right? Our darker color on our darker gray. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the chimes, by the way. All right, so let's get in between our little orange doohickeys. So Kathy, you got your review yesterday. You received a good review, which makes me happy. Unfortunately, there is no money. Ugh. So far, I'm lucky to still be able to work from home. That saves gas and wear and tear on the car. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to one and all. So they gave you a good review, but no increase in money. Oh, don't get me started. Okay, let me pull out. Maggie, this is what we've done so far. Okay, and then we're going to come out with a slightly lighter color. John's job is good. He and his coworker received a good review and increase in pay. Phenomenal. I'm so happy for the two of you. Kudos to John. Maggie. All right, Maggie, you hope to catch up sometime. Just found out Jay has the flu. And one of his friends at his party has COVID. Oh, praying for the kids and Kayla. Larry and I were there, but not really around Mr. COVID. Are you telling me that he knew he had COVID and he still came to the party? I'm not sure. Oh, you're not sure if you're going to have the kids tomorrow. Okay. All right, now, what you need to do is we need to preserve these dots. So what you need to do is circle them. You're not sure, but he had it several times and he was coughing. I'd be livid. Hold on, drop the pencil. Oh, Belle, thank you for passing that along. So here's our lighter color on the cap. And I think I've been able to preserve most of the dots. Maggie, do you have any of those free COVID testing thingies that the government gave out? Oh, Maggie, you're not being a grump at all. Listen, we have casual chat in this room. So it's perfectly okay. And you're not being a grump. Okay, see how I'm working the hat? And let's work around here. Now see, here's the value. Of circling those dots. Now check out how I'm making this look a little spiky. You want to get that look for the cat? And let me pull out. There's where we are so far. Oh, Bella, you've had COVID? I'm going to even this out a little more. Guys, this is the perfect place to come in and chat up things like that. Okay. Now, I'm taking the pencil that I used on the puff and I'm coming down here on the hat and making sure that we have a commonality there. Any questions or comments? Yeah, Mamie, that Vicks on the bottom of your feet and put socks on, that works. I've done it. It works beautifully. I would absolutely recommend it. Okay, now one more little touch on this and then we're going to go to our braided hair girl. Now, I've got a little bit, we've got this darker puff here, but it's a little light on this side here. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Payne's Gray and I'm going to balance this out. And remember, skim your pencil over the top. All I'm doing is making this little portion of the hat match the rest of it. Yeah, that Vicks on the bottom of the feet, it's phenomenal. Anything that you put on the bottom of your feet gets absorbed into your body. It's weird, but it works. Oh man, how cute is this? All right, let me pull out. We need to change images. Now, I haven't done her skin yet, finished it. It's coming out beautifully. Hold on, guys. I just had some papers fall. Sit tight for a minute. Okay. No, I haven't done the heart on the hat yet. I'll do that tomorrow. Any other questions? Belle, no, these flowers here are not undone. Those are meant to be the lighter whitish colors. That's what I did earlier in the gray with the white surrounding it. So sit tight on the heart. And then we've got these other ones coming up as well. Okay. So I started poking around on the blouse. And this piece, which I've been able to supply to you as well to color, was provided by Maya Silvercat. When you post this, please do not cut out her name. And as you notice on here, I add a little rhinestone for the earring, which I think looks really cute. And by the way, I've got a little piece of hair that's bothering me, so I'm going to fix that. Got it. Sandy, you're going to call it a night. Thanks for stopping by. Good night, Miss Sandy. Okay, I'm going to continue to work on the blouse. All right, Sandy, good. Have a great rest of the evening. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Okay, we have our light, our medium, and our dark blue. Let me go ahead and swatch that for you. Now, these are lighter blues. This is my darkest blue. Here's our medium blue. And here's our lightest blue. And remember how I talk about bridging, where the three colors that you choose for your grayscale need to blend in together, or need to bridge. And this is what they do. These do. So does everybody have this? Take a screenshot if you need it, and that way you can compare. Okay, so I started the back of her blouse on this left hand side. That was a just because, but part of the reason was that it had some nice dark areas, and I wanted to show you how to put those in. So I'm going to go to the right hand side where the sleeve overlaps and basically do the same thing. So here's our darkest blue. Now remember, we got to blend these. So don't pile drive in your color. And yes, if you guys would do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it. So there's our dark color of the three. Here's our medium. And notice that I'm back blending. What does back blending mean? It just means that I'm going back over the previous color because we're going to smooth all this out. No lines, guys. And if anybody has questions, ask. That's why I'm live. Blending, 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 rawhide. Okay, now we've got another little dark area. We'll come in and just glide that in there. And then we'll come back with our medium. Now notice that I'm not fixating on hitting these spots exactly. You don't want to do that because we've got to blend these, right? I'm going to come back with a little bit of dark, just very lightly. Remember, guys, when you put your pencils down, meaning coloring, lay your colors down, your previous colors, your darker colors, are going to stay put and they will show up beautifully. So you don't have to try to push your pencil into the paper to make your shading and shadowing show. Excuse me. That's the nature of colored pencils. All right, let me pull out just a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with my light. And now we're going to blend all of this. Now, sometimes I blend with my medium. Sometimes I blend with my light. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Ha! But now we're going to come in with that light and notice how your medium and your dark colors don't disappear. And look how beautifully this is coming together. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Linda, you're calling it a night. Linda, Michelle, Wally, good night. See you tomorrow. All right, now I'm coming back with my medium. Now, this is where I take artistic control over my piece, and sometimes I will add my own shading spots. That is perfectly okay. Okay, Maggie, you're watching, all right. Check out how I'm shading this in further. And now I'm coming back with my light pencil and doing some more blending. Isn't that cool looking? And then I'm taking my finger and also finger blending. Okay, Belle, you're just watching? All right. Well, Belle, that lets you be my unofficial moderator then, doesn't it? Reminding people to click that like button. Okay, now I'm going to soften. I want you to notice something. This dark color looks harsh. So we need to soften that. That's perfect, Belle. Thank you for sharing those links. Now, I promise you that as you do this coloring, it'll start to come to you naturally what and how to shade these. See how I'm adding this darker streak? All right. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Now let's go ahead and work this way here. Here's my dark. Now notice my dark right here doesn't go all the way across. It's just down the side here. And then I'm going to come directly in with my medium and blend that. Now again, I'm starting I lost my little choo-choo train of thought here. Oh, I'm starting up my medium here. And the thing is, guys, is when you color, you want your pencil and your strokes to flow. In other words, you want them to be natural. See? Almost like you were drawing the image. Okay, so let's work our medium here. And we've got to get in between our hair pieces here. Okay, Kathy, thank you. Now, remember, even though we're doing our medium, even if you end up coloring over a darker area, that's fine, because we can go back with our darker pencil and start shading that in. Which is exactly what I'm going to do right here. So let me show you a little trick here. Heads up, guys. If you have problems putting in your dark too dark. Oh, Kathy, have you tried your oh wait, you didn't get your electric eraser yet. If you have problems that your dark is too dark and too streaky, come in with your medium first and then put your dark on top of that. And then come back with your medium and go over your dark. Does that make sense? So go over your dark with your medium and then come in with your dark. And that is a tip for you guys that are heavy-handed with your pencils. Okay, now I'm going to come in to my light areas. Check it out. Oh, is that beautiful? Let me pull out. So you can see this area where we've got this dark fold. Then we have our medium. And then our light. And I'm also going back over my area on my sleeve. Now, listen to me. Just because I'm going back over my area doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go back over yours. It just depends how well you blended with your pencils. I want you to follow me, but I don't want you just to do a monkey see, monkey do. Use your brain. All right, let me pull out further so you can see the context of the whole piece. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Now let's play with the lace a little bit. I think my electric sharpener just died. Oh no. Hold on, guys. Oh, it didn't. Put my pencil in, it didn't do its thing. Okay, so I'm going to get my medium and my dark pencil. And we're going to poke in between this lace. Now, don't get stupid with it when you do it. I'm going to alternate between my dark and my medium pencil. No, no, no. I don't need a new electric pencil sharpener. It's working. We're good to go with that. Okay, so now we've got all these little holes in here. And then I'm going to come in with my Faber-Castell 103, which is my ivory pencil. And we're going to color that lace. What do I need? I'm pretty much okay at the moment, Belle. And then I'm going to come back with my light blue, and I'm just going to soften these spots a little bit. And then we'll come back with our ivory again. And look how pretty that is. Let me pull out. Look at the difference between here and here. But you know, Belle, I will definitely keep that in mind that you asked. But thank you. I think I'm all set for the moment. Any questions about doing this ivory or this lace? Okay, now, just for giggles and laughs, I'm going to do the other side a little bit differently. I'm going to do the ivory first, the lace. And then we'll go ahead and add our blue. Yep. So here are two different ways on how to do this lace. You'll find by adding your ivory first, it's a little more convenient because then we can go back and add our blue spots. Miss Kathy, good night. We'll see you Friday. Janet, you still hanging with us? Oh, is this beautiful? Kathy, give John a hug for me, will ya? And tell him congratulations on his raise. And also, Kathy, thank you so much for buying all those books from me. All right, let's take a look at this. Now, let's go ahead and add our our medium and our dark blue. And remember, this is the blue that is showing through the holes of our lace. So this is where we need to spot color. Kathy, I think you're going to love your books. Now, I want you to notice that I'm pretty much hitting all the spots with my light blue, right? But that doesn't matter because remember, I'm going to come back with my dark blue and alternate this design. Oh man, this is so pretty. I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing how this lace is done. Okay, let me pull out, show you how that looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, now let's come in and add our dark blue. And now you're going to see this really come together. Now, I want you to notice that where I have a darker part of the blouse coming up, I've extended it up into the lace. and that'll make that look really frilly. And if you want to open up this lace a little more, you can just go ahead and extend the blue. Lots of ways to play with this lace. Oh, this is so ridiculously pretty. Let me pull out. Questions, comments? Looking good. Okay. Just tweaking a little bit on this right hand side. Now let's come in and go back working on the dress. Now, on this drawing right here, it's driving me nuts that we have this really nice grouping of hair, and then we have this little teeny tiny bridge, and then we have another grouping of hair. Now, I'm not an artist, but I'm going to take a mechanical pencil and I'm going to draw in the lines for some additional hair here. This is why I didn't color it yet. with my blue. And then I'm going to try and find my original browns, which I foolishly put away. Okay, Maggie. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, let me see where my pencil is here. Okay, then I'm going to take my darker brown Oh, I hope you can color tomorrow too. Family first. Okay, so now I'm going to take my darkest brown pencil and shade in this hair, and then I'll come back with my eggshell, which is my lightest color. Ooh! And then my dark color. And then we're going to come in with our goldish color as soon as I find it. Trust me, I normally do set aside my pencils. But I didn't this time. Guys, look how much better this looks now. Not hard at all. Oh, that looks so much better. Anybody have any problems with this? Now, I don't know about you, but I think that this looks a heck of a lot better. Let me pull out. Let me take a quick look here. Janet, you're able to edit that? Look how much better that looks. Oh my gosh, Susan, thank you. Sharper image noise sound machine, 6 soothing nature soundscapes. Oh, Susan, thank you. Guys, Susan just gifted the group for a gift card so that we could go ahead and get a sound machine. Susan, thank you. I was thinking about that when you asked me if I had a sound machine. That would be, oh, wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So do you have an affinity for that particular sound machine? Oh, I'm so grateful. I don't know what to say, Susan. Thank you. I will be on that like white on rice. All right, does everybody see how much better that hair looks? We added just a few curved lines and it makes it look so much better. All right, let me pull out. Is anybody having any problems with drawing this hair in? Tons better. Okay, let's work on this portion here to the other side of the hair that we just drew in. This is why I told you to wait. Okay, there's my dark. Here's my medium. And I want you to notice that as soon as we put in that medium, notice how that white pops up. Now again, take it easy with your pencils. Blending, blending, blending. Guys, I want you to get that tune in your head. And then we'll go ahead and put our light in. As in, let there be light. Let there be light. How pretty is that? Okay, I just felt my watch tap me on my wrist, which means it's 10 o'clock my time. Which means I've got to roll up the sidewalks and call it an evening. Let me do this one light area just so that you can see it. All right, let me pull out. Now, obviously this isn't blended, right? It's looking a little streaky. Hang with me a minute. Here's my darker blue, which is my medium. Look how gorgeous that looks. Okay, guys. Belle says that this is my Valentine's gift for the card for the sound machine. And you bet that I'll be looking that up. Very soon. Belle, is there any particular reason why you're recommending that specific sound machine? Okay, guys, let me pull out. Isn't that drop dead gorgeous? This is where we are so far on the coloring of this piece. And again, this is from Maya Silvercat. Freebie. I think it's looking pretty cool. And then the other piece that we worked on tonight are gnomes. We're down to the point of doing her face, her hair, and then the wedding dress, our hearts, and we are done with this. And of course, you know that I will still have, after that, another duet, which is our African American lady, because a bunch of you have been asking how to color black skin. So we will have fun with that. Okay, guys, calling it an evening. This is ILene Vick. Brittany, these three flowers are supposed to be this color. They're white and a light gray. You'll see that tomorrow when I color the heart. I didn't know you were here tonight, Brittany. And Brittany, you see that I'm coloring African American skin, right? You'd asked about that. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. You guys are the best. And we'll play around with some more images and have fun with it. All right, guys. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. I'm very proud of that. We have a really good group. Okay, guys. Till tomorrow night, then. Yeah, Brittany, scroll back up in the chat and look at the links that Belle put in. All right, guys, till tomorrow night then. Bye.